for making this project a reality. And now, I sincerely hope that you young leaders will not shy away, but come forward to extend your support in increasing the visibility of this book among your clients, friends, well-wishers, and family. Because no matter how good the book is in terms of content and quality, it's also the commercial viability of the book and increased visibility and outreach that determines the success of a good book in today's time. So I look forward to your encouragement now and in future too. A special thanks to all my sponsors for extending all their support, for making this evening a success, especially Mr. Rian Mehta of Jihan Green Walls, a subsidiary of Rosy Blue, Mr. Ramamurthy, I think he's not here with us now, Mr. Mehboob of Prime Vision, Crystal Arc, Mr. Ramesh of Gulf Technical Commercial Printing Press, Skyline University, Avion Technologies, and all those who I have missed. Also thanks to Ms. Zaveria Rashid, a dynamic businesswoman and my achiever who has put together this evening successfully for you. Once again, thank you all, my family, my friends, and my colleagues for being here today to support my initiative once again. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Miraj Rizvi. I think that speech is very inspiring for a lot of youngsters who plan to make it big in life. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I would like your attention on the screen. Let's take a look at this AV, which has been specially produced for you. A look at this AV, please. Can we have the AV? An AV which will truly inspire a lot of people sitting here. You know, and without further delay, Gen Next Indians, and here we come. creative minds put together. Put your hands together for Gen Next Indians. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite our Honorable Indian Ambassador, Mr. T.P. Sitaram, to please come on stage and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our Honorable Indian Ambassador, Mr. T.P. Sitaram.
Dear friends, I am afraid that I am already too old to be at a function like this complimenting Generation Next. But it is indeed a pleasure to be with all of you, to be interacting with young people, some of whom I have already met in the course of the few weeks that I have been in this country. I must tell you about a very little known profession in South Africa. About 20 years ago, when Nelson Mandela assumed the presidency of South Africa, at the formal ceremony, there was an elderly gentleman dressed in leopard skin, holding a fly whisk, walking energetically up and down the stage and saying something in the Xhosa language. His profession is called the praise singer. His job is to sing praise of people. What does a praise singer do? He comes across, hired by the chiefs, the traditional chiefs in traditional African society, and he starts by saying how tall is that person. He is as tall as Kilimanjaro, and how strong and brave he is. So he says that Nelson Mandela is a very tall person, and he has killed many lions with his bare hands, and so on. It is an unusual performance, but it has a purpose. The purpose is to recognize great contributions, to acknowledge the contributions made by that person, to make him larger than life, and in the process make that person a model for others to emulate. And so here at Mandela's inauguration ceremony, where he needed no introduction, he needed no praise singer, but still there was this person performing a traditional task which was there in traditional society. And today I assume that role. So I'm here to sing the praise of all of you youngsters, 25 of you, who have already made great achievements, who are already known to this gathering better than I do, but I have been hired to sing your praise. What shall I say? In India, when we talk about Generation Next, unfortunately, it results in a debate, because it tends to talk about dynasties in politics and young leaders who take over from their parents. This is a different setting altogether. And here you had the advantage of birth, but that doesn't guarantee success for you. In fact, it is a very complex problem for most parents to try and ensure that their children continue the same line of business or area of interest. And not only that, to succeed in that line, to outperform the parents. And that, I hope, is what you will achieve. And most people will envy your growth, will try to pull you down, but the people who will be proudest of your achievements, the fact that you exceed their achievement, will be your parents. And your contribution to society is something that the future is waiting for. So I see you not only as great achievers here in Dubai or UAE, but I see you as Gen Next of India, bringing pride to India, although most of you are born here perhaps, but you can take an Indian out of India, but you cannot take the India out of an Indian. So I hope to see you as the pride of India's contribution to the world, and we will share in your success. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Honorable Ambassador. I mean, we all definitely need praise, don't we? We do, right? I can't see anybody nodding their heads. We all need praise, yes or no? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these 25 achievers who've had success on their own terms. Put your hands together for them. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite Mr. H.E. Mirza Al-Saik to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our next guest.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honestly, I did not prepare anything for this beautiful audience. My only note is that when Mehraj Rizvi told me about this book, I really jumped for it. It means a lot to me, to the continuity of generations. In the 30s, actually late 30s, few people left Dubai and stayed in the beautiful Baikilla in Bombay at that time. They stayed there. They were engaged in business, fruits, meat, medical treatment, translation, interpretation actually. They got married there, they bought their properties, and they were actually buried there. Now their sons and their grandsons are all here. But when you talk to them, you could feel that there is a need, an urgency to go back and visit their second home, or in fact, I call it their first home. I understand that there is a lot in the program, but having 25 people actually to write a book is a big task. The idea is only one, but the different interpretation of what we need to know. 2 weeks ago, we attended a very, very useful conference, or gathering actually, attended by His Excellency the Ambassador. And that was for the Indian engineers, businessmen, developers who came to see what UAE can offer. I had some conversation with them, and my only question was what India can offer. UAE has a lot. but also India has even more. The mere fact that 600 people, I believe that Mr. Ramani was 600 people, 600 people were here from all over India. I met few, and I expressed my sorrow that out of the 6 states that I was representing my country in, only I missed Gujarat. I couldn't honestly visit that beautiful state. I would love to have an opportunity to be there. I've been all over. I can see that we had a problem at that time with the desalination, water desalination in Abu Dhabi. And the only solution was to travel to Madras and get the quantities of sulfuric acid to be exported immediately to Abu Dhabi. The response was great. It was timely. And the quantities were exported, reached, and the problem was solved. That shows you that this kind of relationship should continue, and continue with the new generation. The new generation on both sides. Those who migrated to Bombay in 1930 are no longer there now to tell us the story. I know that there are many people from India are here with us today, and they have spent rather a long time. I always carry the clock of Mr. Ram Buksani in my office, which carries the number 50.